Hello, welcome back to part two, and I'm Megan of North Star Astrology, here to read to you the second part, or what I feel is pretty amazing when it comes to how this author of the Soul-Centered Astrology book explains, and the author's Alan Oken, how Alan explains each sun sign on the several crosses. Aries on the mutable cross, totally personality centered individual. Aries on the fixed cross, awakening to the soul personality relationship. And finally, Aries on the cardinal cross, the soul centered individual. And it's so beautiful. It's absolutely amazing how it's laid out, and it's so right on. It's amazing how let me just get to it. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this this month is because I am dealing with some health issues, and it hurts a lot to stand, walk, or sit for too long of a period of time. So I'm having to ice my knee, as I've been told I have an arthritic knee now, and it sucks because I was hoping to do a lot more intensive readings with the charts. But until I can heal from what has happened to my knee, I fell on my knee 2 years ago on Halloween, and it impacted my kneecap so hard. So, yeah, it's kind of affected my mood, and what I'm currently trying to do is actually go vegan and eat plenty of non animal products, eating no meat or animal byproducts, just for the sake of healing and maybe even possibly regenerating my cartilage in my knee. So, with that said, I want to go ahead and oh, and I've already lost 20 pounds, which is amazing. So, with that said, I want to go ahead and get back to where I left off in part one. And Aries, you are the first zodiac sign and an angular sign, because you rule the first house as well. And you are a fire sign with lots of spirit, and actually can be just as equally spiritual as Pisces, from what I've read, not only from this book, but from other books. But and you are a cardinal sign. So each one of these sections I'm going to be going over will actually be relating to the mutable, fixed, and cardinal crosses, not just the crosses we bear, but just in a metaphorical sense, where each Aries may or may not be in their state or stage of consciousness. So, excuse me. With that said, here I go. Okay, here are the Aries keywords for each one of the mutable or personality-centered persons or individuals that are on only the first of the stages. So it's instinctual, I am, you are not, immediate, fire or desire, fire of desire, pulse, urge to overpower, blind will, and being private. Now, to read it another way, instinctual, directed, inspired. Once on the top rung, or the higher or highly evolved person gets to when they, or how they possibly evolve to the cardinal position or leadership position of the cardinal cross, it comes across as more enlightened. And so here we go. Instinctual, directed, inspired. I am, you are not. I am, and you are, meaning you're including that person for once. I and you and we are one. Immediate, planned, unified. Fire of desire, fire of aspiration, fire of identification. Pulse, glow, radiance. Urge to overpower, urge to focus power, vehicle for the power. Blind will, struggle with will, purposeful use of will. Private, officer, general. So, with that being all said, or in that I wanted to be able to share that with you, Aries, I will now go on to other factors for all the other sun signs, but in its esoteric sense, having the sun in its soul-centered exaltation, through Aries, the expression on the first and seventh rays, the second ray substance of the sun, has the opportunity to move from the realm of the spirit, will, power, down through all the lower planes, finally externalizing its consciousness on the physical plane. Thus, then the same is true in terms of the return journey from matter back to spirit, and the will to good, or the Father, manifests through Aries as the will to be. For its soul level purpose, you, Aries, are to be a fertile field of fire, clearing the environment in order to initiate a new phase of the plan. Isn't that awesome? So have a great September, Aries.